In terms of champions, Chris, players and teams that raised the trophy, who's the biggest winner of 2016?
Don't we have to say LeBron James? We just selected him Sports Person of the Year. I mean, who else could it be? I would say LeBron, just because of the dramatic arc of his story, you know, coming back to Cleveland, just his attachment to the city. And that's not in any way to dismiss the Chicago Cubs, which you could argue is more historic for certain. But I think LeBron James to come back to Cleveland and then to deliver 3 of his greatest performances in games 5, 6, and 7 of the finals, that's my choice.
Yes, there's the dramatic arc of his story. There's also the dramatic arc of history, and that's where the Cubs went out. And look, LeBron's our sports person for many, many, many good reasons. But in terms of just a victory, in terms of a franchise finally getting a monkey off its back, it's really hard to get away from the Cubs. I mean, unless you want to talk about Leicester City, then you can really talk about history. But I think what the Cubs were able to do for Chicago, throwing off decades and decades of frustration and just changing the culture of that franchise. It's not something that happened just this year. It's something that Theo Epstein and this regime have done with the Cubs over the last couple of years. But in terms of the biggest, in terms of just a victory, it's pretty hard to underestimate the Cubs, I think.